We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air. It's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now third and goal coming up. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on the 2nd down and 8. On the ground, here's Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Now he takes off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Hardy now with the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, middle. Sit up.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
No,
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Barkley. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. On third down, it's Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. A run with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Jackson. He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven first down.
No, we changed it.
Back to throw, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield.
That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. This is Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Pistol formation with Jackson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Jackson out of the pistol. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion. The give right up the middle to Henry. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. And the pistol, Jackson ready. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.